Good morning, everybody. How is everybody this morning? I'm good. Thank you for joining me on my channel today. So, as you can see, my kitchen is clean. However, um, I cleaned it. So, there's that. I cleaned it before I started videotaping because it was really bad. Oh my God, it was really bad. I didn't clean up anything from dinner. So, we had the ribs pan and the beans pan, two pans because it was a double broiler with the steamer, and then the scalloped potato big huge casserole dish. We ate about half of those last night, the two of us. They were so good. Um, he said, "Can I have seconds?" I said, "Please, absolutely, have seconds." And so he did. He helped himself to about a quarter of the pan in seconds. So, I mean, he deserves everything he wants and that I can give him because he works so hard, and I feel like I do nothing, but I'm trying to do something. And so I have a issue with, I'm telling you just can't put a workaholic down and expect them to go easily into the night because no, I've been a workaholic since I was 12 and I'm 59 and I've never not worked. I mean, there's been a month here or two, here and there and everywhere, but to be honest with you, I want to say, okay, so when I say always, I mean 90, 93% of the time. I had more than one job and worked full time at both. And I'm expecting a phone call. Sorry, got my phone, my secondary phone here. Um, so yeah, I'm just waiting for a notification. And I keep getting notifications, but they're not the one I'm looking for. So it's fine. Um, So, anyways, I thought we'd have some coffee together this morning because I do have a clean kitchen. I'm so excited to have a cup of coffee in my clean kitchen. My kitchen it looked like, it looked like a tornado had come through my kitchen. I just had shit everywhere. So, let me show you. Let me just show you something. So this garbage can right here, that's full now, which I'm going to switch out. I believe I put a new bag in that yesterday morning. Yeah, yesterday morning. So I'm going to get a bag. I'm going to get this taken out, and I will be right back. And when I say taken out, I mean put over by the door, and my husband takes it out and take out garbage. Okay, I was kidding. I do take out garbage. I do it all. I change the oil. I do the tune-up and change the oil on the car. The next time, a tune-up is almost due, so I'm going to go ahead and film that as well. So I'm going to work on the car here in a couple of weeks. And I have a carpet shampoo. I'm going to shampoo the carpet. So I'm just going to ignore my pain, and it's not easy to ignore my pain. And I'm going to ignore it and do all the things I want and need to do because I can't take it anymore. I cannot take being ill. I can't do it. I've been doing it for 2.5 years and I just can't do it anymore. I'm just like, oh my God, I can't do it anymore. And I know that attitude is going to change somewhat when the pain gets harder to bear. So, but I'm just going to try to ignore it and see if I can get through working a full day, and if I can build an endurance. You never know. I might get to go back to work. But I am on the medicine. I'm on the medicine. I am on 600 milligrams a day of Lyrica, which is the max you can take. So, and I mean, it takes the edge off, but because of, no, yeah. So then I think, oh, I can do this and this and this. And then I think, oh, you better not because you are on the medicine. And if you go back to work, you have to stop the medicine. And I'm sure there's jobs I can do, Fred Meyer or whatever, on the medicine and be okay with that. But I just don't think I'm going to be able to handle not the medicine, not being on the medicine. All right, so I'm almost blocking the door. There is so many boxes here on the, I can't take it anymore. Look at this. He keeps bringing home boxes. He just keeps bringing them home. And they keep piling up. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with all these boxes. I don't have, now I don't have a kitchen table to use. And I'm just like, oh my God, I've got to move these boxes. I know there's no place for them, but I will find if I can place for them. But they can't stay on the dining room table. I mean, I'd like to pack them up, but unless I know he can lift the box and put it on one of the roller things. So let me show you the roller things. These are amazing, by the way. Okay, so here's a roller thing, right? So here, I'm going to turn you a little bit. Here's a roller thing. And what you do is you put a box on the roller thing and you wheel it to wherever you need it to go, which is perfect for me. I can put this right outside the front door, put one of these big boxes on top of it, pack the box, roll it down there, leave it outside the door, and unpack the box. I mean, it's perfect. Then I'm only doing one item at a time. I can pick up the Vitamixer, I can pick up the can opener, I can pick up this spike, I can do all that. So I'm thinking, put this right outside the door, put a box on top of it, pack the box, and then roll it down. It's 4 doors down, 4 doors, and then unpack the box. And I can do that all day long. How many boxes do I need to do that? One big box. That's how many boxes I need to do that. So I don't need all these boxes, and he keeps bringing them home. And then they took boxes off my rollers that I already had packed in on the rollers. So he's going to have to lift those boxes back up on the rollers. But yeah, because they had to move the couch in. So, oh, and because my old couch, the leather, I mean, it was real leather, but it was so old and run thin that it was peeling off the couch. So I had pieces of couch all over. And now, so then I went downstairs yesterday and, excuse me a second. I went downstairs yesterday and realized that there was pieces of couch going all the way down the stairs, all the way by my parking stall where my friend had her truck backed into. So she brought me a couch, this one right here, and I love it. It's so comfortable. And took my old couch. I said, you know, if I'm not happy with this couch, then what am I going to do? You've already taken my other couch that I'm very, very comfortable on. She goes, this is falling apart. I'm going to go take it to a homeless. I said, okay, fine. So this one, oh my God, is so comfortable. She has the love seat to it. So I said, okay, when you get a place, right, and you want your couch back, we'll clean it up. We'll bring it back because her dog smell is on there. And my dog is obsessed with her dog. So look at what he's doing right now as we speak. Can you see him over there? He is, he's smelling the couch. He's just sitting there sniffing it and licking on it and licking his feet and smelling the couch. And then he buries himself up there behind the couch, underneath those cushions. And I haven't cleaned up my bedding yet this morning, but I mean, my house is a disaster from packing and stuff. So, yeah, so there's that, right? And so here's my idea. We were supposed to get the keys last night. So I'm assuming the apartment's ready. So the second we get the keys is the second I start taking one huge box at a time. I fill this damn thing up, right? The rollers will carry it. And I do that, right, while he's at work. And then when he gets home, tonight is his Friday night. And he's got the next 4 days off. So we have to have this apartment in the next 24 hours. If we don't, he won't be able to move the stuff. And I'll be stuck trying to move this. But I can't move that by myself. Are you kidding? They barely got it in here with 3 guys. And I told Heidi, I said, man, if you could have just waited 4 or 5 more days, it could have gone directly into the other unit. But she couldn't. She had to do it now, which is fine with me. It's not a big deal. And I'm okay with using her couch while she stores it at my house. But then when she comes back and gets it, or if she buys new, I would want the love seat to it, right? And if she doesn't buy new and I'm giving this back to her, I'm going to need a couch. I have another couch, right? I have this leather couch. It's a very nice couch, about $1,500 couch. This leather one right here, the brown leather one. And it's a nice couch. However, I don't like it. I do not, I don't even sit on it. So Curtis sits on that couch, and when he wants to take a nap on his days off, he just lays down and takes a nap. And he says he's comfortable. And I said, I don't like the couch. So that was also brought to me by my friend. One of her friends was moving and didn't want to store the couch. And then I thought they said, can she store it here? Because I think her storage was full or something. And I said, yeah, no big deal. I had my other couch, right? And so I thought she was just going to store it. And then she texted me all pissed off at our friend. I mean, I don't even know her. She wouldn't be pissed off at me, but she texted me about being pissed off at our friend. She's my best friend. So if you're going to call and complain about somebody, I don't think it should be her best friend that you call. So, or it's text, she texted me a bunch of, you just keep the couch. I said, I don't want your couch. I don't like your couch. I want you to come and get your couch when you have a chance. Well, I'm not going to have a chance, and I moved back to Washington, and I just already went and blah, 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 blah. I said, okay, we'll keep the couch. But I don't know why you're mad. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at blah, blah, blah. She did this and that, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, yeah. So I said, well, I'm sorry about that. I stopped talking to her, and I immediately sent the text to Heidi and said, this is how she's treating you. You bent over backwards for her. You moved all of her stuff into her stores. And I had to be involved with going and picking her and her kids up and driving them to the airport after all of her stuff was already shipped to another state. But then I had to bring my husband along, right? Because there was a car already up there that she had left up there. And she said, okay, there's enough money in the glove compartment, the keys are in the car, blah, 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 to get out of the parking lot. Okay? So we get there, we don't find no money. We find the keys, finally find the damn key. And so we got the car. And so Curtis drives it out, and I'm in front of him, right? And I just had a little ticket to where in and out, I didn't park. So I got in and out for free. And so he comes, and to pay the bill, $14.97 or something like that. I'm like, well, now we have to pay. So we were paying money out of our pocket for one of my best friend's friends that I didn't even know. And it's fine. I will do anything for my best friend, right? And then I'm like, okay, I'll hide around the corner. If I'm not going to do it with you, then I'm going to hide my ass around the corner, and I'm going to have the bail money. So when y'all get arrested and get in trouble for doing what you're doing, I'll come bail you out. That's how I will be a friend. I'm not going to break the law for my friends. This isn't going to happen. So they know, and she knows me. And sometimes I drive her case. Can you just speed up a couple? When I was driving school bus, it was a big argument. Every time we went somewhere, she wants to drive 80 miles an hour, and I want to do the speed limit of, 60, 70, whatever it is, 65, 55, whatever it is. I don't care what it is. If it's 25, I go 25. And especially when I had my CDL. And now that I'm sick and don't have my CDL, I probably don't care as much, but I'm a very cautious driver, and I just don't speed for anybody. I had a sticker on the back of one of my cars that said, I don't speed for you. Go around. Because I don't. You want to get up on my ass? That's just going to slow me down. So I put my flashers on and slow down. Well, you rode my ass for 10 miles and you don't think I'm upset about that? When in any moment a car could cut me off and I would have to slam on the brakes, and then I would be sandwiched. I'd hit the car in front of me and he'd hit me and I'd be screwed all the way around, So, yeah, don't tailgate. It's not safe. It's not right. That's what I got to say about that. Anyways, we are going to have coffee, so I'm turning you around. So today my goal is to clear the table off, right? And I wanted to make some cookies. I wanted to make a couple of meals, because if we do get the keys and say, I can just, if I make a pot of spaghetti, or you know, a casserole dish of baked spaghetti, then we can just come in, dish it up, put it in the microwave, and have lunch. So that's where I'm going to go with that. So I'm thinking I am going to do some baked spaghetti. So what I took out of the freezer is I only bought 3 pounds of hamburger, and I've already used 2. So I don't want to use a pound of hamburger for the spaghetti. However, and I know my husband loves it, I'm going to do this. And this is actually already thawed. And then I took out another section of the sausage, right? So this will be for sausage. I'm going to cook some sausage patties and some scrambled eggs and probably some hash browns. And then we'll have breakfast and lunch or dinner with the spaghetti, and we can make sandwiches for lunch. So, and I have some fruit for me. So I got 1 banana left. I might have to go buy some more, and the pineapple. So, well, I have an apple, but the apple is for the sandwiches. So there's that. So I'm just going to cook a couple of meals and get some cooking done so we can have a refrigerator full of food and ready to eat food and not have to cook for a couple of days. So, because we need to move our stuff down. So I can film us moving. I have no problem with that. It's just going to take me longer to do it. But yeah, I mean, if that's something you guys want to see, we're only moving 4 doors down, but we're getting everything new except for the countertop. But I looked at the kitchen countertop except for this section because he had some working tools and stuff out. But I saw that section and I saw that section, and it looked a lot better than mine. So I'm pretty sure they will replace this when they do, because why wouldn't they? Look at that. And it was like that when I moved in. I didn't do that damage. So I'm like, I moved in here when my friend was the manager. So, you know, I got a deal on there. It was $7.25 when I moved in here 8 years ago. And now it is $12.95. It's almost double in 8 years. But, so we're paying $1,050 in this place now. We got raised up from $8.25. So I went from $7.25 to $8.25 about 3 years ago. And then my rent went from $8.25 to $1,050 4 or 5 months ago. So then the management called and said, you know, we got a unit with new carpet, new flooring, new bathroom vanity, new refrigerator, new stove, all this. Not new countertop though. And do you want it? And we could lock you in that unit for a year for $1,200. She goes, and if you don't take that offer, unfortunately, we're going to raise your rent for the current unit that you're in with old floor, old carpet, old this, old that, old that, old that. Everything's old, and it would be $12.95 a month. $12.95. So we moved in 2015, in December 2014, really, and then the lease started January 2015. So that's 7. It'll be 8 years in January, so it's about 7.5 years, a little over 7.5 years. So then, so it would be $1,200 for the new apartment down there, or $1,295 to stay here. It's a no-brainer. Of course, we're going to take that unit. Of course, we are, because it's a no-brainer, right? So I'm not sure if I should pack a box or do some cooking first. So right now I've been on, and I want to make my video shorter. So it's been 18 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. Have a great day if I don't see you again, but I will. So when I'm ready to cook, I'm going to do some cooking. This is already thawed, so I could start the spaghetti, no problem. So I could do that, but I really, here's what I want to do. I want to get this stuff off the refrigerator, and which was I supposed to do yesterday, that and the bottom cabinet to that, what the microwave is sitting on. So I got a whole bunch of vases and stuff, and I think I got electronics down there. I think my laptop is down there and stuff like that. So, and you never know, maybe I'll get my laptop working. You never know. I might want to, because with doing everything with this phone is such a nightmare all the time. But I'm muddling through. I'm not giving up, and I'm never going to stop. So if I don't post a video in a couple of days, I'm probably dead. Oh, we got the Jell-O too. So actually, we really have quite a bit of food in here that we don't need to. Oh, I'm gonna make these chips today for sure. Homemade potato chips, you betcha. Oh my goodness, homemade potato chips. So these are the potatoes that I used to make scallop potatoes. Well, it was so full that I had some left over. So I put this paper towel on there last night and put them in the refrigerator in some cold water. Check that out. I said, oh my God, they're perfect for chips. And now I know how the Lay's curl because they've been soaking in water, right? So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna definitely deep fry these into chips. Don't want it to go to waste. These are at least 1 or 2 potatoes. So, and then I looked at the recipe for the scallop potato and it said 4 potatoes. I said, man, I did 6. So yeah, duh. I only had enough sauce for 4. So I left some in the bowl. So this is about 2 potatoes. We're gonna fry them up into chips today. Homemade potato chips. Homemade potato chips. And so I cut up all my fruit yesterday. And so I have eaten too much pineapple. And I think I'm allergic to pineapple. Because yesterday, literally my mouth started bleeding and it was all swollen up. I said, oh my God, what's happening? I ate too much pineapple. You moved the camera, Skippy. You bumped the camera, sweetie pie. You don't like pineapple. Why? Why do you want a piece? You don't like pineapple. So now, and as soon as I cut it up, it started going bad. I cut this up yesterday. And what the hell? I don't get it. I mean, it should last for more than 24 hours. And there's even all this bottom one that's in the juice and everything. Uh-oh. Unlike most fruit and veggies, you can just take off the bad part. It's still good. I'm just trying to eat the ones that have these little blemishes on them. You can get those out the pan first because they're going to make the other ones go bad if I don't. All right. And now, I think what I'm going to do, no more. I'm going to do this. See if it helps. Because I don't want them to go bad already. I just cut it yesterday. I mean, they're only $2.68. However, and I made Jell-O yesterday. And the ideal way to make this is once you make it in the bowl and get it all good and mixed up and everything like that, then put it in a small cookie sheet, flat, so you can just make squares, right? Well, I didn't do that. So now I'm going to try and make squares. I have orange and I have cherry. So I made a video of putting the cellophane on there because if you put it in the fridge without covering it, but even if you cover it just an air cover like that, you're going to have not hard, but a lot harder than the Jell-O, a layer of kind of hardness. So in order to avoid that, you put the cellophane down in the bowl on the Jell-O itself. And then when you come back, you can see it jiggling. My money don't jiggle jiggle. it folds. Well, you know what? My money jiggles. That's all the kind of money I got. So right then, now it's in the bowl, and I'm going to make. That's good. I'm gonna make cherry and orange together. Cut them into squares and put them together. Might end up all in this bowl here. So, yeah, perfect. And it may have those lines on it, but it doesn't have hard. See, even right here, that's not even hard the way it normally would be. So, put it. Oh, that's good. Oh, I thought I liked orange. Oh my God, this cherry is delicious. Holy crap! Holy. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, because I didn't put it in, I wonder who wrote the book of love? Who wrote the book of love? I'm going to think this through. Not very long. No, that's not it. I think this is it. If I could get this out of the bowl and onto the cutting board in one piece, then I can probably cut it into some pretty good squares. Let's see. Get the cutting board. My money don't jiggle jiggle. And now I'm going to have that song in my head all day. So yes, I do TikTok as well as YouTube. My TikTok channel is Jazzy Fun 57. Write it down. Are you writing it down? Jazzy. That's ZZY. Jazzy FUN, because that's what we like to do, is have some fun. 57, because I was 57 years old when I made the TikTok channel. And now I'm 59. So I have a lot more followers over there than I do on YouTube. And my first video of my YouTube, I'm going to reuse it. My first video of YouTube and TikTok was on the same day. So I had that account a couple of years before I even started TikTok. And then I had my YouTube channel. Yeah, it was probably a couple of years before I started posting. Yeah, probably. So right now I have 20 followers on YouTube. Not very many. I'm sad about that. And then I have 270, I think, on TikTok. So, yeah, it's gone up quick on TikTok. But TikTok is more, TikTok, I don't do cooking on, I did post one cooking video on TikTok, but I don't post cooking videos on TikTok anymore. I just post fun videos. Filter videos. I do the new filters and I play around with them. And that's about it. So we're going to cut it in half with a string. Just like that. And then we're going to take the knife. This one will probably do. Goodest squares we're going to get, because I'm making squares out of a round circle. They don't get any worse than this, that's for sure. Okay, so there's that. And kind of fluff it up and see. Now look at that. We got squares. Some of them are a little bigger than I wanted, but it'll work. Will work. And it did get, the string did good, but I didn't have it even. But that's okay. I'm the only one that's going to eat this. Ain't nobody else going to eat this but me. And him, if he dares. I don't think Jello is good for a dog. I'll look it up and see, but I don't think he's, I dropped, oh, and this one's like perfect square. Look at that one. Look at that perfect square. And I and I just dropped it again. You gonna clean up my mess for me? No? He says no. He is not gonna eat Jello, but he is looking for something because he's still staring at me. Well, that's all I got. If you don't eat that, then there ain't nothing else. Jello is staining my board. The Jello is staining my cutting board. That's okay. I'll wash the stain off. It'll come off eventually. Oh no! If that spoon had fallen, that would have been the 10th thing I've dropped today. There we go. Get this string working for me again. The string trick is so cool. You just, and especially with Jello. I don't know. I think I should put another. Maybe. Uh-oh. And I think I screwed it up. Whatever. I don't care. Like I said, I'm the only one that's going to be eating this. So, uh-oh. It's not staying together. It's jiggling off the board. Under the floor, maybe. He stepped a little close. Do you want to try orange Jello? Since it's a different color, you might like it. I think you liked orange Jello last time. Find it? He says no. Right here. No? Okay, well, never mind. You don't like Jello, you don't like Jello. You don't have to eat it. So force food down your mouth. I don't even think dogs should have Jello. But he's like standing there begging me for whatever I got cooking. And all I got cooking right now, honey, is oh, I know what he's getting. Because I put the whipped cream on the Jello. And he knows my routine. He wants the whipped cream. That's what he wants. I think he would eat the Jello if it had whipped cream on it. I probably would. All right. So I basically made this because I had no desserts. But then I made some white cake cupcakes with no frosting because they really don't need frosting. But I piped some whipped cream into one of them. Oh my God, it was delicious. And I put it on top too. So I was thinking if I could get that piping hole a little bit better, that go in a circle, make it bigger. And then I mix this up and then I put it in a mason jar so it can stay good. So I'm just mixing the orange and the red together, and then you can see it when I get it in the mason jar how pretty it is. It's very inviting. And last time I did it with raspberry, orange and raspberry, and it was okay. But this cherry, oh my gosh, it is delicious. I'm like, oh, I've never had cherry before. I've always ever gotten orange or peach, and I can't find peach anywhere. So I usually get peach of everything. Yogurt, my yogurt is peach. If they had peach ice cream, I'd get that. I would. All right, we are going to put it in a mason jar. It probably would need two. I don't think two big ones, but maybe these two, like that. We're going to fill this one up first. And yes, I'm going to put because that's a wide mouth, but that's a really wide mouth. It helps me get it in there. Oh, it might fit in one. There we go. And if it doesn't, I'll just eat what's left. Because I think it's going to fit in there. And I'm so excited for this. And then I just take however much I want and put a little whipped cream on there, and it's delicious. And so the other thing is paper towel, because Jell-O is mostly water, right? And it does have a tendency to get that kind of watery, like sour cream has that watery kind of a little bit. So here's what I'm gonna do is put this here. So this is gonna prevent any of the Jell-O getting hard, like I did in the bowls. Also, it's gonna absorb the moisture. So I think my Jell-O is gonna have a longer life, like this. Longer life, like this one. All right. So, can you see? It looks red, but it's really red and orange. I guess the red is kind of overpowering the orange, but it's pretty. So there's that. I'm going to think about having some of that. And because it's in a jar, I got all this room left in the refrigerator. So now I have lots of room in the refrigerator. I took both of these dishes out. And I've made a mess in my kitchen. That is still clean. We'll put that back. And we will put, ooh, that sounded like a compression brake. Is there a school bus? Now the thing is we have a school bus that stops right in front of the house, right in front of our apartment. And there's about 6 or 7 kids that get on and off there. I haven't seen them lately, but I just heard a compression brake, but I don't see anything. So, and I've yet to pick up this Jell-O that fell on that I broke the one perfect square I had. It's fine. I think it was just, it's just a little wet for me. I'm not sure why. Okay, so let's get these dishes done real quick. Just real quick. And Jell-O is not an easy feat to get off, but I mean, I would love to have some clear Jell-O so I can kind of do what I want. There's some things a while ago that I wanted to do with it, and I don't remember what it was, but I could look up some things using clear Jell-O, gelatin or whatever. There's a couple of things I wanted to try, and I don't have room for any more dishes over here. But I had just done these, so let me put a towel down over here. This is a clean towel. And then I'll just set the dishes over here. All right, there's one dish. I'm being overran by clean dishes, which is quite all right. You do the dishes, the easier it is, because I mean all the messy is fresh. Fresh, you know, it's not hardened on there. Like these dishes were this morning. Oh, are you kidding? Oh my God. Well, what in the hell? I don't know what I did. I must have bumped it or something. I don't know. I really don't like this situation that I got going on here. So sorry about that. Damn. I thought for sure I stopped it and restarted. Okay. So I'm going to stop it here and restart because it's so hard to splice long ones together. It just takes forever. So I'm going to cut this one in half and it'll be 20 minutes each. I'll wait till it gets to 40. And then I will hopefully have them down to 15 or 20 minutes after these two. Just waiting for the seconds to roll down. But stick around, we're gonna do some cooking. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and take a break right here. And I'm gonna finish the dishes too. So 39, 10 more seconds, 9, 8, 7. I talk to you soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and